welcome to. Random videos. Enjoy. So today I'll be doing another Breaking the Montana Code, and the song I chose because yesterday was Valentine's Day, and I was doing it just because it's sort of a love song, I guess. But it's one of Montana's most famous songs on his newest album, Fire in the Church. But, alright, we're going to be doing the meaning of Montana of 300's Wifin You.
Only thing on my mind is you. And whenever I'm hitting it, I'm thinking about spending my life with you. Swag, while I be piping you. Swag, I'm thinking about wifing you. I make lots of money, but I still make time for you. You're sweeter than honey, and these other bitches ain't fly as you. Swag, while I be piping you.
So he's saying that she's the only woman he cares about now. He's done being a pimp. He's done doing all that. That's all she got to do is say yes. Simply that. That's all that first part means.
You be my woman, my wife. I promise to love you for life. You got more juice than Sunny Delight. I'll be your plumber, get you pipe. See, she make me think I can sing. Make me forget that I rap.
So what he's saying, he says you got more juice than Sunny Delight. He's just saying she gets wet from him. And then the plumber give you pipe. It's obviously. And then she makes me think I can sing, makes me forget that I rap. He's saying that he goes out of his comfort zone for her, pretty much. He's saying that.
She cook me breakfast on the stove. I slide my dick in from the back. I'm in love with this bitch. While she ride this dick, I be rubbing the tits. Sometimes I can't help it. I think to myself, man, this pussy so good, I might come in this bitch. Say yes or say no, the decision is yours. Was getting lots of bitches, not mission aboard. I cut bitches off like umbilical cords.
So what he's saying, he says say yes or say no, the decision is yours. He's saying it's up to you. Do you want to drop everybody else, cut off all your other men for me, be with me? And then he's getting lots of bitches, now mission abort. He's saying he was with a lot of girls, but he's dropping them all for one person. He doesn't want nobody else anymore. He says I cut bitches off like umbilical cords. He's saying he just stopped talking to girls left and right. Just as father cuts off an umbilical cord, he's cutting them out of his life. So he said, the haters can't break us, girl, let's stack this cake up. He's saying haters can't break them up. They focus on stacking up the money, the cake. He says, I make time for you just like my name was Jacob. He's referring to to Jake from State Farm, because he will pick up the phone anytime. You can call him. He makes time for you anytime. He's saying he'll be like that. She can call him at any time. He'll be there. So, you understand.
Don't ever worry, cause I think you worthy. Like James of the game and I hung up my jersey. It's DBC gang, yeah, that's why I talk dirty. And that time we banging, you bust like my 30.
So he says, and every time we bang, you bust like my 30. He's just saying she comes fast. She has an orgasm fast. That's just how he's putting it into a metaphor. The rest of that verse, what I didn't point out, is easy. It's straightforward, pretty much.
Only thing on my mind is you. And whenever I'm hitting it, I'm thinking about spending my life with you. Swag, while I be piping you. Swag.
So I already explained what all that meant, so I'm not even going to explain it again. That's the first line just played over like the chorus in a rap or a hip-hop song. It's called the hook, though.
Used to have lots of hoes, shawty thought I was a pimp. See, she fell in love with my stroke, she ain't know that I could swim.
So he said, I used to have lots of hoes, shawty thought I was a pimp. Just saying, he used to have a lot of girls, and she thought he was just a pimp, and all that. And then he says, see, she fell in love with my stroke, she ain't know I could swim. He's saying, like a swimming technique, how his girl fell in love with his ability in the bedroom and comparing her pussy to the swimming pool because it's so wet. It's saying she didn't know he could swim. Like, she didn't know he could have a full relationship. And now she knows that, and he's telling her that.
She throw that ass back for a G. She know she fuck with a boss. I love when she come on my D. Hop up and she lick it all off. Got me gravitating with infatuation. Had to cut him off, baby, amputation.
So he says, had to cut him off, baby, amputation. He's talking about cutting, like, stopping talking to all those other girls he was talking to for her. He cut them off just as you cut off an arm or a leg, amputation. He amputated them from his life.
Make that cancellation for a damn queen. Now my hands clean, baby, sanitation. Harder than winner, don't wanna lose how she a winner. My favorite place is up in her, sliding like a splinter. Might treat that pussy like dinner. Legs in the air like antennas. They climb up on top like a wrestler. She down for that count, hold her leg up whenever I pin her.
Alright, so he says, sliding like a splinter might treat that pussy like dinner. He's saying he's gonna eat her out. It says legs in the air like antennas. He's saying that he puts her legs up in the air when they're having sex like a pair of bunny ear antennas. It says he climbs on top like a wrestler. She down for the count. Hold her legs up whenever I pin her. He's saying that he's on top and everything, you know, pretty much flat out saying common sense takes to know.
My baby come with her, take care of that box I deliver. She wet like a river, she dripping, we lit like a candle. I'm thumbing that click like I'm flicking through channels. We switch positions, I spank her with no paddle. I came on her back like a camel.
So he said, everything he said, that's all self-explanatory, so I don't gotta explain the rest of it. Yep, but that's the rest of verse 2. There's not really much to explain. It's mostly self-explanatory.
No matter, I cut off all my bitches. Only thing on my mind is you. And whenever I'm hitting it, I'm thinking about spending my life with you. Swear, while I be vibing you. Swear, I'm thinking about wifing you. I make lots of money, but I still make time for you. You're sweeter than honey, and these other bitches ain't fly as you. Swear.
So that was just a hook again. There's nothing really else for me to explain. I've already told you all of that, but that's the whole song, and I hope you like the song. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can go listen to it, and just tell me in the comments if you enjoyed it. Before I go, I want to tell you I found most of this information on Genius.com. This isn't a sponsored videos, but I did want to tell you about them. They'll help tell you about what song lyrics mean and things like that. So I'll leave a link to them in the description, and you can go check them out. I also want to let you know that Montana also recently put up an online store. I'll leave a link in the description, but I'll tell you some of the things that are on it right now. As the newest update to the store are the FGE Cypher 3 hoodies, and there's a gold keychain. There's all types of joggers. There's the red blackout ones, and then he put women's clothes up recently as well. There's different types of beanies and bandanas to match. There's tons of hoodies. A lot of these are new. There's the white ones, black ones, gray ones. He has basketball shirts with FGE on it, and then his albums are also up there. Guns N' Roses, Fire in the Church, Cursed with a Blessing, and Fire in the Church Deluxe. And all of the albums are autographed, and soon to be will be Don't Doubt the Gods album will be up there too, and autographed. So go check that out. I'll leave a link in the description. FGE! And one last thing before I go, if you heard the train sounds throughout the video, it's just because I live close to train tracks and the train was going past. It wasn't supposed to be in the video, but it was there. It's nothing I could really stop. But, okay, now that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this episode of Breaking the Montana Code, leave a like or thumbs up so I know if I should continue with this series, and go to the playlist and watch the rest of these. The rest of them are edited as well as this one, but this one's the first really good edited one. But tell me in the comments what other Montana songs I should do. And his new album will be coming out May 20th, called Don't Doubt the God, so I'm certain that I'll be doing more of these soon. Remember to go down below and subscribe to Random Videos by pressing the red button that looks just like what's sliding across your screen.